Secrets of longevity. Why most women do not live to 75 and what to do about it. Hello, dear viewers. Today, we are going to discuss a very important topic, longevity, especially in the context of women's health. According to statistics, women live longer than men, but unfortunately, many of them do not live to the age of 75. Why does this happen? What factors affect the health of women aged 50, 60, and what can be done to change this situation? Let's get to the bottom of it. Shocking facts about women's health. Let's start with some shocking facts. Studies show that women are more likely to suffer from chronic diseases such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and osteoporosis. These diseases can significantly reduce life and quality of life. Women are also more susceptible to stress, depression, and anxiety disorders, which also negatively affects their health. One of the major factors affecting longevity is lifestyle. Improper diet, lack of physical activity, and bad habits can all lead to serious health problems. For example, according to WHO, women over 50 often don't get enough essential vitamins and minerals, which can affect their immune system and overall health. Why does this happen? So why do most women don't live to 75? One reason is a lack of awareness about their own health. Many women ignore symptoms and don't seek medical attention until it's too late. It's also worth noting that society has a stereotype that women should be strong and not show weakness. This leads to the fact that many of them do not take care of their health properly. In addition, social factors play an important role. Women often take responsibility for family and home while forgetting to take care of themselves. This leads to emotional burnout and physical exhaustion. What to do about it? But not all is lost. There are many ways to improve your health and increase your chances of longevity. Here are some tips for women in their 50s and 60s. Proper nutrition, the key to longevity for women. 50, 60 years old. When it comes to longevity, proper nutrition is one of the most important factors affecting health and quality of life. For women in their 50s and 60s who aspire to live to 75 and beyond, realizing the importance of a balanced diet becomes especially important. Let's take a closer look at how to eat right and what foods can help you improve your health and increase your chances of living a long life. The first step to eating right is to create a balanced diet that includes all the macro and micronutrients you need. The main components of your diet should be protein. These are essential for maintaining muscle mass, especially after age 50, when the risk of losing muscle tissue increases. Include lean meats, chicken, turkey, fish, eggs, legumes, nuts, and seeds in your diet. It is also recommended to eat fish twice a week to get beneficial omega-3 fatty acids that promote heart health. Carbohydrates. Choose complex carbohydrates such as whole grain products, oatmeal, quinoa, brown rice, fruits, and vegetables. They provide your body with energy and essential nutrients. Avoid simple carbohydrates such as white bread and sweets, which can cause blood sugar spikes. Fats. Not all fats are harmful. The healthy fats found in olive oil, avocados, nuts, and fish help keep your heart and brain healthy. Limit your intake of saturated fats and trans fats, which can raise cholesterol levels and the risk of cardiovascular disease. As you age, your need for certain vitamins and minerals increases. Pay attention to the following important elements: calcium and vitamin D. These substances are essential for maintaining bone health and preventing osteoporosis. Include dairy products, yogurt, cottage cheese, and green leafy vegetables, broccoli, spinach in your diet. Vitamin D can be obtained through sunlight or take supplements as recommended by your doctor. Vitamin B12. It is important for maintaining the nervous system and preventing anemia. Vitamin B12. Absorption can decline with age, so it's a good idea to include meat, fish, eggs, and dairy products in your diet or consider taking supplements. Antioxidants. Brightly colored fruits and vegetables, berries, carrots, spinach, are rich in antioxidants, which help fight cell aging and reduce the risk of chronic diseases. Don't forget the importance of drinking. As you age, your sense of thirst can wane, so you need to make sure you drink enough water. It is recommended that you drink at least 1.5-2 liters of water per day. This will help maintain energy levels, improve digestion, and overall health. Watch your portion sizes. This is especially important for women in their 50s and 60s, as metabolism can slow down. Overeating can lead to excess weight gain and an increased risk of chronic disease. Use small plates and pay close attention to your body's signals of satiety. Try to avoid emotional eating. It can lead to overeating and weight gain. Instead, find other ways to cope with stress. exercise, meditate, or spend time with loved ones. Eating right is not only a way to maintain good health, but also an important aspect of longevity. For women in their 50s and 60s, it's important to be conscious about your diet and choose foods that promote health and prevent chronic disease. By putting these tips into practice, you can significantly improve your quality of life and increase your chances of longevity. Remember, your health is your responsibility. Start taking care of yourself today. Number 2, physical activity. The key to longevity for women 50, 60 years old. Physical activity is one of the most important factors affecting health and longevity, especially for women in their 50s and 60s. Research shows that regular physical activity can significantly reduce the risk of chronic disease, improve overall health, and enhance quality of life. However, many women at this age face various barriers that prevent them from staying active. Let's take a look at how physical activity can be the secret to longevity and what you can do to overcome barriers to an active life. As we age, the body undergoes changes that can negatively impact health. Loss of muscle mass, decreased bone density, decreased flexibility, and coordination can all lead to an increased risk of falls and injuries. Regular physical activity helps. Maintain muscle mass. Strength training and bodyweight exercises help build muscle and prevent muscle loss. Strengthen bones. Physical activity, especially musculoskeletal activity, for example, walking, running, dancing, helps increase bone density, which is important for preventing osteoporosis. Improve cardiovascular health. Aerobic exercise, swimming, running, bicycling, helps maintain heart health by reducing the risk of cardiovascular disease. Reduce stress. Physical activity promotes the production of endorphins, the happy hormones that improve mood and help you cope with stress. For women in their 50s and 60s, it's important to approach physical activity wisely, taking into account individual health and fitness levels. Here are some practical tips. Consult with your doctor. It is recommended to consult with your doctor before starting a new exercise program, especially if you have chronic conditions or other medical issues. Gradually increase the load. Start with small loads and gradually increase them. This will help avoid injuries and overexertion. For example, start with a 10, 15-minute walk a day and gradually increase the time to 30, 60 minutes. Choosing the right exercises. Choose activities that you enjoy. It can be yoga, swimming, dancing, or group fitness classes. The key is to make sure that the activity is enjoyable. It is important to incorporate different types of activity into your exercise program for maximum effect. Aerobic exercise. Walking, running, swimming, and cycling will help strengthen the cardiovascular system. It is recommended that you engage in at least 150 minutes of aerobic activity per week. Strength training. Use dumbbells, resistance bands, or your own body weight to perform strength training exercises. Strength training can be done 2-3 times a week, focusing on all major muscle groups. Flexibility and balance. Stretching and balance exercises, such as yoga or Tai Chi, can help improve flexibility and coordination, which are important for preventing falls. One of the key aspects of a successful active lifestyle is support from those around you. Join special interest groups or exercise with friends or family members. This will not only increase motivation, but it will also make exercising more enjoyable. It is important to listen to your body and not ignore signals of fatigue or discomfort. If you feel pain or discomfort while exercising, it is better to rest or consult a specialist. Physical activity isn't just a way to keep fit. It's an important component of a healthy lifestyle that can significantly increase the chances of longevity for women in their 50s and 60s. By applying these practical tips and finding joy in movement, you can not only improve your health, but also your quality of life. Don't forget, the road to longevity starts with small steps. Take the first step today. #regular health checkups. The key to longevity for women 50, 60 years old. The issue of health becomes especially important for women in their 50s and 60s. This period of life is often accompanied by various changes in the body that can affect overall health and longevity. One of the most effective ways to stay healthy and prevent serious illnesses is to have regular medical checkups. In this section, we'll look at why regular health checks are so important, what screenings you should have, and how they can help women live to age 75 and beyond. Regular health screenings help detect problems early when they are still treatable. Many chronic diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, or cancer can develop subtly and not show obvious symptoms until it is too late. By getting regular checkups, women can detect diseases early, Many diseases have precursors that can be detected during preventive screenings. For example, high blood pressure or high blood sugar can be detected early. Reduced risk of complications. If the disease is detected early, treatment can be more effective, reducing the risk of serious complications and improving prognosis. Improved quality of life. Health directly affects quality of life. Regular checkups help keep you active and independent, which is especially important for women in their 50s and 60s. There are a number of health screenings that are recommended for women in their 50s and 60s. These exams can vary depending on individual risk factors, but generally include general blood test, allows you to assess your overall health and detect anemia and other abnormalities. Lipid profile, measures cholesterol and triglyceride levels in the blood. High cholesterol levels can lead to cardiovascular disease. Blood glucose, checking blood sugar levels can help identify predisposition to diabetes. Mammography, recommended for women over 50 for early detection of breast cancer. Pap test and HPV test, to prevent cervical cancer, recommended every 3 years. Osteoporosis screening. Given the risk of osteoporosis in postmenopausal women, it is important to check bone density. Colorectal cancer screening. It is recommended to start at age 45 and continue every 10 years in the absence of risk factors. Being prepared for health screenings can go a long way toward making them more effective. Here are some tips. Gather information about your health. Write down any medications you take and any symptoms or changes in health that bother you. Don't hesitate to ask questions. If you are concerned about something or want to know more about your exams, don't hesitate to ask your doctor questions. Follow your lifestyle. Before your test, try to maintain a healthy lifestyle by eating right, exercising, and avoiding stress. This will help you get more accurate test results. Studies show that women who have regular health checkups have a higher chance of longevity. This is because they get timely treatment for diseases and can take preventive measures. In addition, regular visits to the doctor promote the habit of taking care of one's health. Regular medical checkups are an important aspect of maintaining health and longevity for women age 50, 60 years. They help detect diseases at early stages, reduce the risk of complications, and improve quality of life. Don't forget the importance of prevention. Schedule your checkups early and follow your doctor's recommendations. Taking care of your health is the best gift to yourself and your loved ones, which will help you live to the age of 75 and beyond with an active and full life. Stress management, the secret to longevity for women, 50, 60 years old. Stress management is one of the key aspects that contribute to longevity and overall well-being for women in their 50s and 60s. During this period of life, many women face a variety of stressors, including changes in health, caring for elderly parents, challenges at work, and personal relationships. Understanding how to manage stress can greatly improve quality of life and help you live to age 75 and beyond. In this section, we will look at how stress affects health, what stress management techniques exist, and how to put them into practice. Hashtag, how does stress affect health? Stress is the body's natural response to external stimuli. However, chronic stress can have serious health consequences. In women in their 50s and 60s, it can contribute to a variety of health conditions such as cardiovascular disease. Chronic stress can increase cortisol and adrenaline levels, leading to high blood pressure and an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Immune system problems. Long-term stress weakens the immune system, making the body more vulnerable to infections and diseases. Mental health. Stress can cause depression and anxiety disorders, which negatively affects overall health and quality of life. Digestive problems. Stress can cause or aggravate conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome and gastritis. Thus, stress management becomes not only a matter of emotional comfort, but also an important aspect of physical health. Hashtag methods of stress management. There are many stress management techniques that can help women in their 50s and 60s cope with everyday challenges. Here are some of them. Physical activity. Regular exercise promotes the production of endorphins, the happy hormones that help improve mood and reduce stress levels. This can range from a simple walk in the fresh air to yoga or dance classes. The key is to choose an activity that is enjoyable. Meditation and breathing practices. Meditation helps to focus on the present moment and reduce anxiety levels. Breathing exercises such as deep breathing or practicing 4-7-8 can quickly reduce stress levels in times of tension. Set aside at least 10, 15 minutes a day for meditation or quiet breathing. Social support. Socializing with friends and family plays an important role in reducing stress. Feel free to share your worries and get support from those around you. Participating in special interest groups or volunteering can also help create new social connections. Hobbies and creativity. Engaging in a favorite hobby or creative activity can be a great way to take your mind off your everyday life. It can be crafting, painting, gardening, or reading books. It is important to make time for activities that bring joy and fulfillment. Proper nutrition. A balanced diet also plays an important role in stress management. Consuming foods rich in vitamins and minerals can help the body manage stress. Avoid excessive consumption of caffeine and sugar as they can aggravate anxiety. Quality sleep is the foundation of good health. Try to establish a sleep and wakefulness routine. Avoid screens before bedtime and create a comfortable environment for resting. How do I incorporate stress management into my daily life? To make stress management a part of your life, it's important to create an action plan. Identify sources of stress. Make a list of what causes you stress and try to find ways to minimize the impact of these factors. Prioritize. Learn to say no to unnecessary commitments and focus on what is really important to you. Practice stress management techniques regularly. Take time each day to exercise, meditate, or socialize with loved ones. Monitor your condition. Pay attention to how you feel after practicing different methods. You may need to adapt them to your individual needs. Stress management is an important aspect of longevity for women in their 50s and 60s. By adopting various stress management techniques such as physical activity, meditation, social support, and hobbies, women can significantly improve their physical and mental health. Taking care of your emotional well-being not only contributes to your quality of life, but also helps you live to age 75 and beyond in good health. Remember, your health is your responsibility, and stress management is one of the most effective tools along the way. Hashtag social connections, the key to longevity for women. 50, 60 years old. Social connections play a critical role in people's lives, especially those in their 50s and 60s. For women aiming to live to age 75 and beyond, having strong social ties can be one of the most effective factors in contributing not only to longevity, but also to improved quality of life. In this section, we take a closer look at how social connections affect the health and well-being of women in this age range and offer practical tips for strengthening them. Hashtag the impact of social connections on health. Scientific research shows that having strong social connections has a positive impact on physical and mental health. Here are a few key aspects of this impact. 1. Emotional support. During difficult times, having friends and loved ones who are willing to listen and support you can significantly reduce stress and anxiety levels. Emotional support helps you cope with life's difficulties such as bereavement, illness, or changes in your personal life. 2. Physical health. Social connections promote an active lifestyle. People with strong social ties are more likely to engage in physical activity and participate in group activities and events. This could be going for a walk together, playing sports, or participating in a hobby. Physical activity, in turn, reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease and improves overall health. 3. Mental well-being. Socializing with others promotes the production of happy hormones such as serotonin and dopamine. This helps reduce depression and anxiety, which is especially important for women in their 50s and 60s when hormonal changes can cause emotional swings. 4. Longevity. Studies show that people with strong social ties have a higher standard of living and live longer. Social isolation, on the other hand, is associated with an increased risk of premature death. 5. Mental activity. Socializing and interacting with others stimulates mental activity, which helps keep cognitive function at a high level. This is especially important for preventing age-related changes, such as dementia. Hashtag practical tips for strengthening social connections. Now let's look at practical tips for women in their 50s and 60s to help strengthen social connections and improve quality of life. Participate in special interest clubs. Find clubs or special interest groups in your neighborhood. These could be art groups, sports groups, or book clubs. Participating in such groups will not only allow you to meet new people, but also give you the opportunity to do what you love. Volunteering. Helping others is a great way to make new acquaintances and strengthen social ties. Sign up for volunteer programs at local organizations or charities. Not only will it benefit the community, but it will also help you feel needed and important. Keep up old connections. Don't forget about your old friends and acquaintances. Communicate with them regularly on the phone or through messengers. schedule meetings for coffee or outings. Maintaining old connections is also important for emotional comfort. Organize get-togethers. Be the initiator of get-togethers with friends or relatives. It could be a shared lunch, a picnic, or just a board game night. Creating traditions will help strengthen bonds and make socializing a regular occurrence. Use social media. In today's world, social media has become an important communication tool. Use platforms like Facebook or Instagram to keep in touch with friends and family. Share your accomplishments and interests. This will help you stay connected and get support from others. Social connections play a critical role in the lives of women 50, 60 years old, and may be one of the secrets to longevity. Emotional support, an active lifestyle, and mental well-being all depend on having strong social connections. By applying the practical advice offered, women can significantly improve their quality of life and increase their chances of living to age 75 and beyond in good health and spirits. Remember, taking care of your social connections is an investment in your future well-being. Learning and self-development. The key to longevity for women 50, 60 years old. Learning and self-development are not only means of improving your skills or professional qualifications, but are important aspects that contribute to longevity. For women in their 50s and 60s, learning can be a powerful tool to help them stay active, healthy, and happy. In this section, we look at how learning and self-development affect health and well-being and offer practical tips for incorporating them into everyday life. 1. Maintaining cognitive function. Many people experience a decline in cognitive ability as they age. However, regular study helps to keep you mentally active. Learning new topics, reading books, or participating in courses encourages the formation of new neural connections, which can slow the aging process of the brain and reduce the risk of dementia. 2. Emotional health. Learning new things can significantly increase self-confidence. When women learn new skills or gain new knowledge, they feel more confident and independent. This has a positive effect on their emotional well-being and helps them cope with anxiety and depression. 3. Social connections. Participation in educational courses or interest groups creates opportunities to socialize with like-minded people. Not only does this enhance social connections, but also helps you find support and inspiration from those around you. 4. Physical health. Some forms of learning may involve physical activity. For example, taking dance, yoga, or fitness classes not only helps to improve physical fitness, but also helps to learn new movements and techniques, making the process interesting and fun. 5. Goal setting. Training provides the opportunity to set new goals and achieve them. This creates a sense of fulfillment and meaning in life, which is especially important between the ages of 50, 60, when many women face questions about their future and self-identity. Practical tips for learning and self-development. Now let's look at some practical tips to help women in their 50s and 60s incorporate learning and self-development into their lives. 1. Enroll in courses. Find local or online courses on topics that interest you. These could be language courses, cooking classes, painting courses, or even computer literacy. Education is not limited to school years. There are now many resources for learning at any age. 2. Read books. Create a list of books you've always wanted to read. Reading develops imagination, improves vocabulary, and promotes critical thinking. You can also join a book club to discuss what you read with others. 3. Online courses and webinars. There are many platforms available online with free and paid courses on a variety of topics. Coursera, Udemy, Khan Academy are just a few of them. You can learn at your own time and in a comfortable environment. 4. Hobbies as a way to learn. Taking up a hobby can be a great way to develop yourself. For example, if you enjoy painting, enroll in a painting course. If you're into photography, learn the basics of photography. Hobbies not only develop skills, but also bring joy. 5. Volunteering. Participating in volunteer projects provides an opportunity not only to help others, but also to learn new skills. You can learn project management, teamwork, or even learn new crafts. 6. Schedule time for training. It is important to set aside time for training in your schedule. This could be 1 or 2 hours a week that you dedicate to learning a new topic or mastering a new skill. Creating a routine will help you stay consistent in your pursuit of self-development. 7. Socialize with young people. Socializing with young people can be a source of inspiration and new knowledge. They can share current trends, technology, or hobbies that may interest you and encourage you to learn new things. Learning and self-development play an important role in the lives of women in their 50s and 60s and can be key factors in longevity. By keeping mentally active, increasing self-confidence, and strengthening social connections, women can significantly improve their quality of life. By investing time in learning, they not only open new horizons for themselves, but also set the stage for a healthy and fulfilling future. Don't forget that it's never too late to learn something new. It could be your secret to longevity. In conclusion, remember, your health is your responsibility. Start taking care of yourself today. Follow our tips, and you can significantly improve your quality of life and increase your chances of longevity. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment about what tips were most useful for you.